What's up, y'all? This is Riley D, and this is a part 2 video of the commercial that I remember in early 2000s. So, let's get this started. Let me talk about the McDonald's commercial. Before the I'm loving it slogan, the slogan I remember is "We love to see you smile." The first McDonald's commercial was the Kobe Bryant commercial, when he was in the locker room of the Staples Center, just eating a big and tasty. There were like two of the commercial of it. After he's done eating, he just wrap, he just crumble up the napkins and he just crumbing up the he just crumbing up the napkins and the wraps, and he just trying to shoot on the trash can, and when he missed, he was like, I was laughing. And the other one, when he was trying, when he did the same thing, he was shooting the to the trash can. He made it, and Jeremy out of nowhere was like, "Nice shot." I remember that commercial, and I really miss Big and Tasty. I just heard that it's retired already. I mean, I really miss that. Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you on the last video in the 7-Up commercial. I remember when 7-Up guy trying to drive to the basketball game, and people were trying to follow me to dunk it to get a $1 million to someone who can dunk on a 7-Up hoop. No one trying to do that, especially the guy who was trying to get some tea until I thought he was trying to and then later on a lemonade stand. I remember that commercial, including the jail commercial. That was hilarious. That commercial was hilarious, including when he was on the knuckles, like saying lemonade. He was like, "I was trying to fit in." That was hilarious. Um. So yeah. So I forgot to tell you that in my last video. Excuse me. All right. Now let's talk about the Snickers commercial. Y'all remember the Snicker Crunch one? I remember I tried those, and I really love it. And of course, I saw the the one who's the guy who's trying to eat the Snickers, but he can't eat it, so his mouth's trying to eat the Snickers like he was eating it, like nom 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 like that. And and after he eats it, the hands burnt. I remember I watched that commercial when I was watching TRL. The next commercial I remember. Uh, the next commercial I remember was a Starburst commercial, especially the sour Starburst. When a guy was into the house for the prom for the prom dress, when he eats the sour Starburst before the girl came, when the girl came after the guy eating the sour Starburst, he was like that because he was ate the sour Starburst, and the girl just cried and went up to her room because the guy think he don't like that dress, which he ate the sour Starburst, and he got kicked out. I feel bad for that guy. I really feel bad for that guy. Uh, the next commercial I remember was the Go-Gurt commercial. Y'all remember the kid who played by play who was on Moesha? I forgot what his name. He was eating Go-Gurt, and he was starting to go onto the walls and start dancing it. And I gotta say, he got some great skills. He got great dance skills. And personally, at before the end of the commercial, he was like, lose the spoon, and threw it to the other kid who was have the ordinary yogurt. And after that yogurt, I remember the extra commercial, like the Berry Rush whatever, and of course the what makes Go-Gurt even cooler, you freeze it. That's what I remember. And of course, next I remember was the Trix commercial. When the rabbit was trying to be in the boy band and trying to get the Trix. And the boy band was like, yeah, I was singing, and he was, and the rabbit was immediately failed to get it, and the boy band was like, silly rabbit, tricks are for kids, and that's why I remember that Trix commercial, and personally, that's why I remember that commercial. The next commercial I remember was the Frosted Flakes commercial. Before the Earner's Stripes one, uh, they has like a, try to make the kids having fun, and I remember any commercial, especially the water park one, something like that. Yeah, I remember those, and I remember the old the first Frosted Flakes commercial with Earner Stripes one. So yeah, and of course the next commercial I will be talking about, I remember this for a long, long time. You remember the 1-800 call ATT collect call? Yeah, I remember that, and I remember I heard it on the radio back then, and I also saw the commercial while I was watching MTV. Even though, back then when MTV was about music television and not some reality crap. Even though they have some reality shows. So, yeah. The next commercial that I remember was the next commercial uh, that I remember was the Burger King commercial. The Burger King kids, and I remember the Dragon Ball Z commercial when the kid dressed up as a Goku, if I'm correct. I think Goku, and he just came out of nowhere and just flipped around and took the other kid's French fries. I remember the commercial. I really, really do. Um, the next commercial I'm gonna be talking about was uh hold on one sec. What about the oh yeah, let me talk about the Sprite commercial again. The only I remember from Sprite commercial was the freestyling one, if I'm correct. I mean, I remember I watched the Sprite commercials back then, but I kind of forgot. So I apologize for kind of for not knowing about the Sprite commercial. I apologize for that. What's next on your talk? Oh yeah, the Hostess commercials. The Hostess commercial I remember was the Twinkies commercial, and I'm glad that Hostess is back. I mean, I mean, seriously. I mean, I really like. I mean, I really like Hostess to death. I mean, I love Twinkies, Ho Hos, Snowballs, whatever. And personally, I really enjoy it. And the next commercial I remember was the M&M's commercial. You know, the green M&M. You know, as a walking down the street, and the guy was wooing at her. And at the end, the guy and at the end of the commercial, the guy was whistling at her, like the wolf whistling. Oh, that was hilarious. Um, let's see. I think, um, oh yeah, the Wendy's Kids Meal commercial. I remember the kid was, was like in the basketball, then trying to practice the instruments and whatever. And I remember I got the Wendy toys from Wendy's, like I forgot what it's called, but it's like you had to you had to make the ball go to the finish hole and not the other hole. It's like the maze one. Uh, so yeah, I remember that as well. I kind of remember some of them. um, what I'm gonna be talking about again? What next commercial? What's the final commercial I'm gonna be talking about? Um. Oh yeah, the Hardee's commercial. Remember the a farmer trying to calling out a pig? Like something like that. Uh, and then and I remember that commercial when I after I was watching the the football, even though it's from the early '90s. But hey, I don't care. I'm gonna put that. So yeah, I remember that Hardee's commercial, and I remember I watched it from a game store, not the video game store, but the something like that. Anyway, that's it. Tell me in the comments below what commercial that you remember. Uh, I'm not gonna do the part 3 because I kept forgetting. So that's it. This is Riley D. Peace out.